Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 10 now. Headed out right. On the move, looking deep down the... His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Viking 18, 19.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete to Leggett. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Running it after the penalty.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
2nd and 3 now.
Cougar 19, let's go. Check go.
From the 19. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Williams. He's got it! And that's a Washington touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Carter on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst up. Bouncing football. And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them, no lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
On the give, this is Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Young to throw here on third. Got a man. Spears has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Looking to throw, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look at the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good, bottom left. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go.
Williams from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's the handoff. And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Williams to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
Hawk 70. Here we go. Set. Check go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions.
Paul takes it straight ahead. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's Hall once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lone back gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Moody knocks it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Evans now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Irving. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Play action now. Young. that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go now. Let's go.
First down, Williams. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go.
They send a man in motion. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Offense up to the line fast. They run once more with Spears. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 1-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. Young on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Komet's got it, left side. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Touchdown! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Woods comes in motion left.
Go.
First down throw by Williams. Setting up the screen. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
This is reeled in by Leggett. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders, with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 39. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Ready. Set.
To throw is Williams. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Young on 1st and 10. We've got a screen to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. 2nd and 15. Got a man. It's London. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now it's Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without true interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw, Williams. Looking right, and he finds him. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
A give now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Williams will look to throw. Legette's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Back to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hauled in left side. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders make it 17 all. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 26 on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Komet brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Irving here from the gun. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Able to reach the 40 on that play. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 30 on second down. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 now from the 30.
19, let's go now.
Young working from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, set, go.
Now here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They'll run now on second down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Now a give left side. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Give now to the running back. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, this is Irving. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 11. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Irving on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play action now, Young. And that's going to be knocked away. May have saved a completion there. And that brings us to the end of our 3rd quarter. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. Cut near the goal line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Now a carry by Irving. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Now it's Irving. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Young on the play action. That throw finds Komet. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a yard, so now it's 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
First down throw by Williams. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, they'll run. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Derwin James picks it. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the pistol, it's Young. Buying some time right. Connects on the crosser. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll run this with Irving. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing now, off play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air, third and long. Completed here to Spears. And he's brought down at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it. It breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
And they pick him off again. And the Eagles will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Carry here for Irving. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time left. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go.
Once again, Irving. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Eagles feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Back to throw it. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's complete inside the 35. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Warriors 70.
Williams to throw on 1st. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Now Williams. That's caught. It's Breece Hall.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going with Irving here. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Komet brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Call it around 3 on the play. They're set up with 2nd and goal from the 5.
Here we go, sack.
And they pitch it to him. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. 70 Lion.
Irving. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Williams. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Out of the gun, here's Williams. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Williams from the gun. Need this to force overtime. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some
Hands up, James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me?
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my rope, at the end of my rope. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up, every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, dancer. You pay fees for my big show, in Ibiza, for my leisure. Listen,
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not a baby. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother near. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartments. Stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shine. Like Magnolia. Yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304. She don't want a 16, renegade on the make it. Buy a trees, no love. I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Out of my polo pajamas, face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no random these. The sneaky if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting licks since flip verse first. Riding with